Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to NintenLee, a Nintendo podcast by me, Lee. We're just not gonna even talk about what I've been playing. We'll just jump in straight into this Pokémon Direct. 'Cause my goodness, wasn't expecting much. I was going in expecting. Here is some Pokemon Sleep news. Here is some Pokemon Home news, and here is a dripple of new Pokemon added to Sword and Shield. Well, let's talk about what we got. Okay, we're just gonna talk about it. First thing first. I'm gonna go with probably my most excited. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. It is seems to be a remake of the first two Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team that were on the Game Boy and the DS. My goodness, I'm excited. I've actually thought we wasn't gonna get a Mystery Dungeon again. I wanted one, of course, but I didn't think we was getting one again. Excited. Blue Rescue is my favorite out of all the Mystery Dungeons, so I'm very excited. They're just remaking it. Oh, update. We get a demo later today too. They didn't show. Actually, I don't think they showed any gameplay. Well, I have to rewatch it because I did to get excited, and I was just, waving and dancing a little bit. But so I'm gonna try that demo, of course. We'll talk about that next week. I'm excited about that. My goodness. And then the news. It was no I don't know, the last Pokemon Direct they had. I believe it was just here's Sword and Shield, here's Pokemon Home, here's Pokemon Sleep. We are announcing a Detective Pikachu one day. I'm pretty sure that was in the last one. And it was just oh, okay, this is cool, I guess. This is good. But this one was just boom, info. So they did talk about some Pokemon Sword and Shield news. We'll get an expansion pass. 2 technically. You got one for Sword and one for Shield. Going off the trailer, it looks like it is adding new Galarian forms, new customized items for your trainer. Of course, adding more Pokemon, new Gigamax. I have trouble saying that every time, but Gigamax Pokemon. So I think Blastoise was one, and my goodness, I love Blastoise. Favorite Pokemon. Very excited. I'm very excited for that. Finally added to the game as well. But it's split up in 2 expansions, and you get 2. Okay, so you get the Isle of Armor, which is coming June 2020, and the Crown of Tundra, fall 2020. And so you get the 2, the Isle and the Crown. We get a set of it for Sword and a set of it for Shield, and they're different. The different is the one said it would give you different Pokemon in one, and in Sword you get different, kind of like the regular Sword and Shield, and you get different people to battle. New legendary Pokemon were announced. I forgot to write down his name, but it was a wolf, kind of like a if Tyrogue mixed with that Alolan wolf, kind of, and then it evolves into more of a Pangoro wolf. Definitely should have wrote down his name. I got the second one, the one that's in your Crown of Tundra, because this one is in the Isle of Armor, and it's got a Gigamax form. The Gigamax form looks like the Sword and Shield, the legendaries, kind of. It's got the color scheme anyway. But the next one, the other legendary, this one's in the Crown of Tundra. His name is Crowlix, I think it pretty much was. Oh, my goodness, it kind of reminded me of Shaman a little bit. It was a Shaman. Sorry, not Shamish, the wrestler, but Shaman, the little hedgehog. It was a deer face and everything. It looked pretty cool. That one wasn't as interesting to me as the other 2, but I'm down. Give us more legendaries. But what I was most excited for is they are adding a new multiplayer. I think they call it the Pokemon Den. It's where you and your friends kind of walk around in this little cave, kind of like how you see other players walk around in the wild area, but it's just you and your friends in the cave. and you are going in and you like see a legendary that has Dynamax, and you will battle it, have a chance to catch it and everything. All co-op, very interesting. I am down. It's kind of like a dungeon almost, a dungeon with a giant raid at the end. I'm down for it. It's interesting to me. Very excited to try it out. They also announced that each expansion is bringing more max raid battles, more regular raid battles, and of course, each expansion will have their own wild area. That's pretty. So these are pretty big like additions to the game. It's not like just extra little story in an area you already have. It's a whole new area with a whole new wild area with a whole little story. And they also announced that there will be free updates to allow people. So if you don't buy the expansions, you kind of miss out, but kind of won't miss out. If you want the new Pokemon, you could just trade with somebody who has a new expansion. So that's a free update for you. So that way, if you don't get expansion but your buddy got the expansion, you got to just trade the new Pokemon. And then they said Pokemon Home will launch February 2020 with more news coming on it later. But also, any Pokemon can be put in Pokemon Home, but only Pokemon available in, like Sword and Shield example, only Pokemon available in that game can be brought into that game. I'm guessing now, with these expansions, I wonder if they sell well, they'll make more expansions. Maybe like a third one, because there's only two. The third one. And just add all the Pokemon to it, and that way, that gives it some longevity to it, so that way the next one. So say the next Pokemon games are the Sinnoh remakes. I'm doubt we're getting them this year. Or, honestly, we get Let's Go 2 next year. Sinnoh remakes, 2022. My goodness, because they have time. They would have time to let all that go, work on it, make it good, put every Pokemon in it, put it out in 2022. Oh my goodness, that'd be perfect. Give them a break. These expansions are probably not as hard to make, because I guess you already have everything from the engine from Sword and Shield, so let it roll. Let's get these. I'm excited for these. But I also got a new update coming today. It's just a little update. It is adding one of the characters in Isle of Armor. You got two different ones. A girl who trains in Poison and a guy who trains in Psychic. Psychic is Shield, and the girl with Poison is in Sword. So whichever one you got, that's the one you would get in there, and you could talk to him. And a Galarian Slowpoke is added to the game, but it can only evolve to Slowbro with an item from the Isle of Armor. It can only evolve to Slowking with an item from Crown of Tundra. So save them, I guess. I don't know. I guess they're gonna be in the wild later, so I don't know if that really matters. But anyway, also, it was weird that the Direct cut off at the end. Like he was talking about something. Also, you can also do this, and then boom, cut off. But all he was saying is you can access the ESOP from the menu and pre-purchase the passes. If you pre-purchase the passes, they are $30. But if you pre-purchase them, you get a uniform of Pikachu and a uniform of Eevee. Wow. It was great. It was a pretty good Direct. I was kind of sleeping on it at first. I was thinking we were just going to get, like I said early, a little bit of information, maybe Detective Pikachu, and that was it. Nothing that was going to be like, I don't know, like really interesting to me. Detective Pikachu is just okay to me. But, wow, it was a good Direct. Very excited. I'm hoping we do still get the big Nintendo Direct with all the other information John did Pokemon next week. We got this one Thursday the 9th, so I'm guessing no later than next Thursday the 16th. That's what I'm guessing, hoping anyway. Well, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to hit that like, hit that comment down below, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, peace.